Hey, hello everybody. It is me, No We. Today I'm gonna be doing a simple video. This was originally gonna be a live stream, but I don't have enough energy to be doing this on live stream right now. And I still want to get this idea out before I forget it. I'm just gonna be drawing Sonic crap. Not literally, but just Sonic stuff. On video. There's some eraser right there. Get off my thing. I've been getting really good at digital art, but I wanted to draw on paper again because it's been a bit, and I don't know. It's just fun. I am gonna put on some music as well in the actual video. I'm gonna be listening to Sonic Heroes Complete Trinity. This is a reproduction CD, but yeah. So let me put that on. I'm gonna try not to have many edits in this video. I usually like to edit my videos quite a lot to have production value, but this video I kind of want to keep it to have that more natural feel, I guess, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. I don't know. I gotta turn the CD down though, because I don't want it like the only thing you can hear. Probably like level 1. I also gotta plug in the CD. You know what? Yeah, let me pause this. Let me pause it. I need to get the charger, because I'm very unprepared. Should be somewhere. Found it. I just gotta actually plug it in now. And then I guess we'll just have the CD player actually over on this side instead. And then just, I need to go on the other side of the desk. Alright. Ooh, there we go. Plugged in. Hooray! It is plugged in. Ow, I just hit my freaking foot on my chair. Because I love doing that. I don't. There we go. It's charging. Hopefully it sounds good on the thing. We'll just skip that. And let's get the drawing. Hooray! Excuse me, I did not mean to burp like that. Also, Hedgie is here. Look at the famous Hedgie plushie, yeah. My Amy plushie is right there. Alright. What should I draw? I think I'm just gonna draw a simple Sonic at first, like, maybe over in this corner. And then go from there, I guess. So I always struggle drawing Sonic's quills, because I always struggle drawing Sonic and Shadow's quills, because they're always, like, really difficult to draw, in my opinion. But I think I'll be able to get it this time. I usually love to start with their muzzles. It's always easier to start with their muzzles, because then it kind of gives you a better perspective of how their head's gonna look, where all the stuff is gonna go. And then usually doing the actual, like, eye itself is pretty good. I actually need to, I think I made it go too high. Also, if you're, tip, I'm no pro artist, if you could tell from my artwork, but I do know that you never want to push extremely hard when you're using a pencil on your paper, because then it's harder to erase. And I actually think this is going to look really awkward. It's always such a challenge to get these perspectives, or these proportions right. I think I made his muzzle, like, at a weird angle. So Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I'm gonna do that. But then I'm just not gonna carry it over. I'm gonna kind of like go over like that. It looks a little awkward right now. And then what way do I want Sonic to be looking? Just do that real quick. I think putting like Sonic's eye looking that way, that might be a little tricky. Also, my pencil is not sharpened at all. I should probably go sharpen it, but I'm not going to, because I'm not. Now, let me kind of like make a circle right here, just so it's a little easier. I'm going to erase this little circle here, obviously, but I'm just going to kind of use it as a, like a thing. Now, I usually like to go get a Sonic figure just for an easier, like, reference. So let me go to my shelf right there and get a Sonic figure. This little guy. Sonic Prime Sonic. Yeah, this guy. His clothes are not... Don't mind the dust. I need to dust my figures. They are due for a dusting. It's been a bit. It's been like a while. So yeah, this guy's arm is gonna get in the way, but basically, I just like to have a reference. That looks a little awkward right now, but it will look better. Trust in the process. So that one like goes down. This one kind of needs to go like, upper one is kind of like that, and then we kind of want the other one to kind of like not overshadow it, but kind of oof. Yeah, that needs some work. Oh yeah, that needs some work. Like I said, it's always really difficult. Yes, I'm referencing Bluey. It's always very difficult to draw his quills. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, but that's just art. And, you know, actually drawing art is a good lesson, I think. It's a good lesson for patience and for not giving up, you know? And not to make this anything about like AI or anything, but you lose a lot of that like teaching when you're doing AI art. I say with finger quotes because it's not really, but I'm not going there. Alright, let's see. Does that look... Nah, so I have his head in a weird proportion. His face is kind of like looking this way, and his quill is kind of going that way. My camera is a little tiny, so it's hard to actually like do that, but I'm sure you can see what I'm talking about. I think this, it's fine. I'll be able to work with this. Oh, there we go. I think I'm getting a good run. I think the problem is, I think I just need to make this go more over like this. That, no. Maybe that? Maybe that'll work. And then get this little guy like that. It needs some work. Oh, I think I know. It's all about like perspectives and also angles in art. And so if you get an angle or a proportion wrong, it can always make something look really weird. I think that fixed it a bit. I don't know. I always spend so much time on his head quills because it's always like the trickiest part. It definitely can use some work. But I think that's okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm redrawing his whole face. I'm gonna redraw his whole face, yeah. Oh, I moved the camera again. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, so I'm keeping the quills, but I am going to redraw his whole face. So I think I want his muzzle to start, like, right here. And I kind of want to give his face a different expression. Yeah. I think that's going to look a little better. And then I kind of want his nose to come out like that. His nose could use some work. And then kind of do that. I think that's okay looking. Oh, but that. See this? See this right here? That is what I call a fuck up. That needs to be fixed. So, do I want... This is always the tricky part. Do I want to re-erase this and re-angle it, or do I want to change this a bit? I think I like how this looks. I think I am going to actually just change how this looks, which is sad, but it'll probably look better. So what I want, let me take a sip of my drink. Delicious. I kind of need it to go like this, and it kind of has like a, I think, like a perfect angle, kind of like that. And then this one, it actually, I see what I'm doing. You think after all the amount of times I draw Sonic, I would know how to draw him perfectly, but it's very difficult. But it is possible. And I already think this is looking way better. And I want to draw this one a little... I want to draw this one first. See, I think what I'm doing wrong is I'm making that come out too much. I think if I, like, kind of... Sorry I'm spending so much time on the quills, but, you know, the quills are very important. This could look way better, but I think it's okay for now. What do you think? It's not my best work at all, but I think it's okay. We can make that work. I can definitely make that work. And I actually I do want to redo this ear. I made it a little too tiny, a little too small. Too small, too tiny. And then kind of do that. Yeah. By the way, sorry if this hand gets in the way of the art too much. I have big hands. I can't control that. I'm working with a weird camera angle and a weird setup. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. And I kind of want to do that. Now, does this look good? Debatable, but it's something. Now, I do want to make his eyes, not one singular eye, but both of his eyes. Okay. You can kind of see his eye right there. Oh yeah, you can see that. I think this is okay so far. Now, should I draw a body? I say yes. I am going to draw Sonic's body as well. I'm not missing any features, right? No. I know Sonic's face by heart. I also kind of added some of his further quills in there, just because I think it looks kind of cool. Alright. Now, the bodies can always be a little difficult, because, I don't know, it can just be kind of difficult to get the proper proportion yet again. Like, this is a little too oval. He's not that, like, round. Especially since I kind of want his body to be facing, like, kind of like this way, but a little angled. So, I do actually need to redo that. So, kind of have, like a poof out, and then because I like his little, like, abs, kind of, you know? They're not boobs, but they're abs. I always like drawing Sonic with that. And then kind of like that, because then we're gonna have the fuzzy tummy right there that Sonic has. Yes. And then kind of have his back kind of like that. See? That looks a lot better. And a lot more, like, I don't know, Sonic-like. And then add his tail. There we go. And his back spike is pretty big, so I'd put it kind of like that. Yeah, that looks okay. Maybe a little bit of his other one kind of popping through. Alright, how does this look? Pretty good. Not the best I've done, but, I mean, it works. Since I am using, like, a pretty thick pencil, it is kind of, like, bleeding into the paper a bit, but I'm gonna color this as well, so it'll look good. Now, I actually do need to erase a little bit right here, because I need to put his arm. We need to put his arm. And I think I'm going to put his arm kind of just like that. And I think that's a perfect length for his arm. And I think I'm going to have his other arm kind of go... you know, I am going to have it go down like this. It's going to come from here. That one kind of like would come out from here. And then definitely is a little too long right there. Does that look like it would come from there? Yeah. I think the proportion's okay on that. I don't think that looks too bad. And then make his little glove things. And now we need to make his legs. I always struggle with making character legs. Do I want him walking? So if he's walking, I'd say this leg would go out kind of like... No, actually, it would be a lot shorter than that. Maybe it would start bending like there, and then it would end right there. Okay, that gets too thin. We gotta make it not as thin. I think that looks okay. And then we'd have his other leg coming from like over here. And that's about the same length if we were to, maybe a little longer. Right? Yeah, that's about the same length. I'm gonna shorten this just a little bit. Alright. And then we'll make his shoes. I should probably make him, like, holding his shoe, actually. Or should I? No, I'm actually gonna make his shoe... Yeah. I'm gonna make his hand go behind the shoe. I always suck at drawing fingers. Ooh, that looks horrible. And then this will probably... Yeah, because then the shoe's gonna start... Oh wait, no. See, I am screwing up. The shoe will start, like, down here. So actually... 1, 2, 3, 4... actually, I kind of need to make these fingers a little thinner. Because I gotta be able to fit. It gotta seem like he has 4 fingers. Because he does. And that looks really crappy. Where's my pencil? Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not the best looking fingers, but I think it's okay. I mean, what do you think? Like, they're not the best, but they'll do. Also, why did I make this go tilted? That doesn't need to be tilted. This needs to be, like, more straight. This should be tilted. I am drawing his shoes at, like, an angle, so I hope this doesn't look really bad. Let me look. I'm probably gonna change the shoes a bit. But I think it's okay for now. I am gonna add a little bit of like a bump to it, because I do want to do that design. And I do also need to add his stripes, like that. And then the buckle, I do need to make that on this one. The other one won't need it, because the buckle side won't be showing, but this one needs it. That's alright. I think that looks okay. It'll do. It'll do. Now let me do this shoe. I think it's alright. I need to erase that. Oh wait, no I don't, because like I said, the buckle won't be on that side. Silly me. Okay. His shoe is a little big, I won't lie, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So, okay, so the thumb is on this side, so that means the thumb will be on... How is he walking? Oh, so this is the back of his hand, and this is the front of his hand, so I think his thumb will still be on this side, yeah. That is a pointy finger. That needs to be a little more rounded on at the top. I think that's okay. Two, three, four. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That hand, it needs a bit of work, I'd say. Or should I make it a fist? I think I might actually make it a fist instead. I think that would probably be better. Oof. Okay. It'll do for now. I think that's okay. Alright. Time to draw, color it. Because we already drew it. Time to color it. Where are my colored pencils? Oh, here they are. Hooray! Now, I like to use little, flashcards to, test what colors I'm using. Just so, because sometimes it's hard to tell, like, what color is what color. Or how it'll actually look on paper. So, I usually like to use, blue. Just normal blue. For Sonic. Well, actually, I usually like to use the royal blue, but I don't know where my royal blue pencil is. We need black for his nose. Yeah, this is black. There we go. So blue, black, we need red, we need gray. Is this gray? I think this is gray. This should be gray. Is this the right gray, though? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I need green for his eyes. Not, like, extremely dark green. I think, no, that's, ooh, actually, a mix of this and this looks pretty decent. I think I'll do both of those colors for his eyes. And then we need a tan for his fuzz. We need a tan. And then we also need yellow. We could probably get yellow as well, because it's right here. So yellow... what else? I think that's it besides for the tan. Hard to find the right color, because it's so dark in my room. I think that works. I think that color works. Alright, we got our colors, right? Oh, I forgot red. How did I forget red? I even told myself I need red. And I forgot it. Oh no. Yeah, that's the red. That'll work. Alright. Let me start coloring. Or should I outline it first? That way I don't smear... Okay, actually, hold on. I know I'm changing stuff up every so often. Is this the right? Yeah. I usually like to outline it first, just so when I'm coloring, the pencil doesn't get smeared. Because that does happen a lot, where the pencil gets smeared when you're coloring. And that always sucks. Then it looks really bad. Like, this is definitely not my best art. I've definitely made way better. But I still think it looks pretty good. Now, usually I would like to, like, outline this with a darker tan. Because it's the ears and the fuzzy spot. But I don't have a dark tan Sharpie or a marker. And I don't know. I don't feel like getting it right now. Or getting one right now. Or just, like, simply not coloring it. Because I don't know. I'm gonna leave the eyes alone, actually. Just because I always seem to screw up the eyes when I'm doing this. And I really don't want to screw this up, because I'm actually pretty happy with how this looks. I also usually like to add little, like parts on the outside of the outlines of his, like, muzzle, ears, and chest to make it kind of look like little fuzz, like hedgy fuzz is coming from there, but I kind of want to just get this done. It's not like a big important art project I'm doing. It's kind of just a simple little art thing I'm doing for a video, you know? Alright, that looks pretty good. I think, oh no, okay. Actually, yeah, that one needs to be like that. Okay, cool. I'm dreading these hands, because I always suck at coloring the hands. Or not coloring, but like tracing them. They always end up really clunky looking. Doesn't help that I'm really tired because it's late at night. I also forgot to take my meds. Oh no. I can take them when I'm done. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. Could be better, but it's good enough. Gotta give yourself some grace sometimes. Alright, and then the last shoe, and then should be good to color. I just gotta remember not to erase the eyes, because that would suck. Okay. Yeah. That looks fine. Let me, just do a quick erase of the pencil. I almost dumped my drink with my elbow from hitting it with my elbow. That would have sucked. Because it's a sticky soda. So that would really suck if I dumped it. Especially since I have my fanfic printed out right where it is. And yeah, that would be really unfortunate if I got my fanfic destroyed. At least it's a printed copy. So I could just print another copy out, but still. Still would suck. Okay. How does this look? Pretty good, I'd say. Time to color. I got all my colors right. Yes. Alright, nice. I'm gonna start with the shoes. Alright. So, I guess while I'm coloring, I can also talk about something regarding the channel. So, I am going to finish the Sonic quote-unquote marathon of the video games. I was kind of doing it for Sonic's 35th anniversary, and then I stopped at Unleashed because I just got really busy with, just, I don't know, problems with my health. So I will finish it. I only have Black Knight left for the early 2000s games, so that will be coming out. Oh, I also got to do the night levels for Unleashed. So there's that. So there's 2 for the 2000s era left, and then I am going to do the 90s Sonic games. I was going to do 3D Blast. I am going to skip that one, just because that's gonna be a lot, but I am gonna do Sonic 1, CD, 2, 3, and Knuckles, Adventure. I think that's literally the only big ones minus 3D Blast from the 90s. But yeah, just kind of like how I skipped Sonic Adventure, not Adventure, but Sonic Advance 2, and I also skipped, I skipped another Sonic game, I can't remember. Shadow the Hedgehog, that's the other one. Yeah, kind of like how I skipped those. Just because I didn't have all the levels unlocked in those, and also it's just really tedious to play Advance 2. But I will record those eventually, and I have completed Sonic 3D Blast before. It's just they don't have a proper level select, at least on the Genesis version. I don't have the PC or Saturn version though. So yeah, I think there is a what is it called? A level select screen though, as like a cheat sheet. So, you know how, like, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, 3 Knuckles, if you put a specific controller combination in, or not controller, but button combination in before you log in to the title screen, when you hit start, it'll bring you to, like, a level select screen. I think 3D Blast has that. I just need to learn the button combination, because I'm pretty sure 3D... Or is that only on that little handheld arcade version that released recently? I'm not sure. This is pretty calming, not gonna lie. I always love drawing. I just don't do it that often. I maybe do it like twice a month, just because I'm always like busy with like, you know, schooling and just not feeling well. But it's always a treat. And I do remember that I said that I was gonna start only hand drawing my thumbnails, and I did that for a little bit, and then I kind of stopped doing that. It's just because I didn't have the time and energy, but I do want to revisit that idea again. I really do, because that was a really cool idea I had. Because I always love having like art as as like a thumbnail, because it just makes it look really cool. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I love Rail Canyon's OST. That's Rail Canyon has an amazing track. That's what's on right now. Obviously Sonic Heroes, if you didn't know. Although I showed the CD at the start of the video, so I'd assume you'd know it's from Heroes. But maybe you weren't paying attention. Oh no. That probably sounded rude. I didn't mean it in a rude way. I do gotta flip the paper a little bit though. So, I do have a Minecraft channel, and I don't really play Minecraft on video often. I'm wondering, I do have the Noe Live channel, but I also don't really use that. I do want to use those again, but I'm thinking about maybe rebranding the Minecraft channel. I'm not sure if I'll do that though. I might not. Who knows? Also, the pencil is kind of leaving indentions where I'm coloring, so I have to press extra hard to get rid of those, or to at least cover them up slightly, which is always annoying, but whatever. Alright. Oh, my hand's cramping. That's another reason I prefer to draw digitally recently. It's just, I have very, like, crampy hands. My hands cramp like crazy. So, drawing by hand is a little difficult. It takes me way longer. I'm kind of, like, powering through for this video. That's another reason I don't really draw that much. But, yeah. There we go. Ow. I don't know if you could hear my hand pop. Let me color the gray part of the shoes. The bottoms, I should say. Ooh, Bullet Station. I hope you can hear the music. I'm gonna see how well this comes out in, when I upload it. Hopefully this video is a nice video and I don't have to scrap it. But there's like, I want to say like 50 videos that I have like started working on or have finished that I haven't uploaded because either it came out really bad and I didn't like it, or I just lost interest in and didn't finish it. There's a lot of videos. I still want to finish a lot of those videos, but I don't really want to at the moment, and I think that should be okay. But yeah. I should probably stop announcing videos before I actually make them, or before I am done with them, because I've done that many times where I'm like, hey, I have this really cool video coming out, or I have this video that I really want to make and it's like about this, and then I go like months without making it, or I do make it and then I start editing it and I'm like, yeah, this is garbage, I'm not doing this. But I do plan to finish a lot of them. I mean, I have a lot of ideas, and a lot of scrapped ideas, but still, a lot of ideas. Alright, let me color this, and then I need to color this tiny part. I also need to color his nose. My hair's in my way of my vision. I hope this looks good. I really hope this looks good. Alright. His eyes are colored really crappy, but I also am having trouble seeing it. So hopefully that's okay. I'm actually going to outline it now. Alright, and there we go. My Sonic is complete. Here he is. Thank you for watching through this whole video if you did. And I will continue to make cool videos, and I will get that Black Knight and Unleashed Knight video out eventually. See you later, and goodbye. Have a good day, or night.